What exactly is the best way to find diamonds in Minecraft? The two most common methods of finding diamonds are branch mining and caving. According to the official Minecraft wiki, branch mining consists of mining side tunnels from an access shaft to expose as many blocks as possible with a minimum number of blocks removed. While caving is the practice of exploring caves and extracting the ores and other resources found on its walls, floors, and ceilings. Most players would say that the best way of finding diamonds is to branch mine, and while this method is safe and reliable, it has two downsides. The first downside is that branch mining greatly wears down the durability of your tools, and as a result, you might have to use some of your newly found diamonds to repair them. The second downside is the relationship between time and luck. Depending on your luck, you might find an 8th vein within 10 minutes, or find absolutely nothing but stone after mining for an hour. In contrast to branch mining, caving eats up less tool durability, is far less monotonous, and is typically much quicker. However, when caving, the player will have to deal with obstacles such as hostile mobs, lava, and sudden sheer drops. And once again, the other problem that the caving method faces is luck. You could simply get unlucky and find a cave that leads to a dead end with no resources in sight. So, it appears that the common factor that plagues both of these methods is luck. Sometimes, you simply won't find any diamonds. However, there is a mining method that nearly guarantees the discovery of diamond ore. According to the Minecraft wiki, a chunk is a 256 block tall, 16 by 16 segment of a Minecraft world. Chunks are used by the world generator to divide maps into manageable pieces. You can view chunk borders in-game by pressing F3 plus G. Every time a new chunk is generated in the overworld, diamond ore will generate one time per chunk in veins containing 1 to 10 ores below Y level 16. So in theory, if a player were to mine out all the blocks below Y level 16 in a single chunk, then they are guaranteed to find at least one vein of diamond ore. This is the basic principle behind the mining method known as chunk mining. Does this mean the secret to finding diamonds is to dig out the part of the chunk where diamond ore is generated? Well, yes and no. Although there is always one diamond ore vein generated per chunk, that vein can be overwritten by other generated structures such as caves. So when using the chunk mining method, instead of finding diamonds, you might find yourself falling into a cave. You might declare that the likelihood of your precious diamond ore being erased by generated structures makes chunk mining just as luck-based as branch mining and caving, but there is a way to reduce the chance of digging into a diamond-eating cave to almost zero. To reduce the probability of finding caves while chunk mining, we need to utilize the C counter, which can be found on the F3 screen right below FPS. The C counter displays the number of chunk sections rendered over the total number of chunks in the loaded area. In layman's terms, this means that the C counter will be greater when the player is facing towards an open space, which in our case is a cave or other generated underground structure. We can use this data to our advantage by looking for an area underground with a C count less than or equal to 6. If you find a spot with a low C count on all sides, then you can assume within a reasonable probability that the chunk most likely does not contain any caves or other underground structures. By using the chunk mining technique in conjunction with the seed counter, the player can guarantee that they will find diamonds at a more consistent rate than the other mining techniques. That being said, although this method essentially guarantees the discovery of diamond ore, there are still two major drawbacks to this method: durability and time. Not only will it take a long time to mine out all diamond ore possible blocks below Y16, doing so will also eat through the durability of your tools. However, there is a simple technique that lets us reduce the maximum number of blocks that we need to mine in order to find diamonds to only a third of its original value. First, we will mark every other two Y levels between Y14 and Y1 inclusive. Within the marked Y levels, we'll want to mine multiple 2x2 tunnels to the end of the chunk border. These tunnels must be spaced 2 blocks apart from each other. Following this pattern will allow us to examine the contents of all diamond ore possible blocks in the chunk, while only having to mine approximately a third of all the blocks from Y16 to Y1. As a result, the player will have to spend significantly less tool durability and time to acquire the guaranteed diamonds while chunk mining. So, if you ever find yourself in the middle of a diamond drought, just utilize techniques covered in this video and you'll find yourself swimming in diamonds in no time. Also, if you enjoyed the video, then make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see all of you later.